On top of that, something else has significantly changed in this space. There are way too many coins right now. Way too many. I just read someone's post and I think they said it was 3 million coins. What the F? Oh my God. Crypto was 10.41 million. I updated Crypto Trading Mastery last year, and I think I said 12,000. Can you believe that in the span of a year and a half, it went from 12,000 cryptos to 10.41 million cryptos? This is the first time I've seen it. That is insane. This is not sustainable. Way too many coins. Okay, so what does this tell me? This just proves my point. The concentration of money and capital is way too diluted, which makes it very hard to be on top of all the top movers all the time. Yes, exactly, Michelle. A lot of it is on pump fund. A lot of it is on decentralized exchanges. A lot of it is garbage. But my point, still, regardless of where it is held, centralized or decentralized, Coinbase or pump fund, whatever, this is ridiculous. We can't do this anymore. Too many coins. It's diluting the concentration of money. So in 2017, it was so much easier because really there were like 10 to 20 players. And all the money coming into the space really only had 20 places to go. Right? You're putting your money in Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash and a few others. There was really only so many places your money had to go. Even in 2021, when there was, 3,000 coins? Even that was way easier than it is today. Today, decentralized exchanges, protocols, millions of coins out there, 10.41. It'll probably increase tomorrow. So that is junk. Like, that is not good for us. And that makes it really hard for us, really. That's why it's so hard to stay on top of what's pumping. It's so hard to catch onto these movers before they make their massive pumps. So here's a tweet I shared with other cohorts before, but I love this one. Too many projects, too many tokens, no new investors. Yes, makes sense? Exactly what I've been saying. Too many projects, too many tokens, no new investors, no new money. It's very difficult to fight this. Way too diluted, way too over-diversified. It's insane. So yeah, once again I go back to, if this keeps freaking growing, which it looks like it will until regulations comes in, we need the help of new money, new traders, fresh eyes, fresh meat in the market to get us moving again. Okay? The liquidity in the market, it's way too over-diversified. There's too many places for the money to go. Way too many places. It's wild. It's the wild, wild west in crypto, right? The money is not concentrated in a select pool like it was in 2017 and 2018 and 2019. It's everywhere now. The money is everywhere, trying to catch the next big pump. That's why it's taking so long for this market to wind up and move with momentum. Okay? It's very difficult. So, yeah. Point is, unfortunately, this does make it tougher for us. So with me, I just stick to the coins on the centralized exchanges. I keep it to the top 30, 50. My list that I go through every single week, that I told you I sift through, 70 to 80 of these. It's the top 50 plus meme coins that I've found and I like, or things that are moving, things that have action on them. That's what I'm sticking to. So centralized, top 50. That's it. Ideally, like in an ideal world, I would just be trading the top 30. That's it. Looking at the top 30, trading the top 30. So that's what I'm going to stick to. And I'm hoping all these other schmucks playing on these risky decentralized trading platforms like Pump Fund, I hope they're going to wake up and realize like, shit, this is not working. And I hope they're going to take their money and put it in the top 30. That's the best I can hope for. If all of them can do that, oh my God. Like, even if 40% of the market decides, you know what, screw all these other stupid, obscure alts and these stupid platforms I'm trying to make money on and all these meme coins, let me be smart, let me put my money in the top projects high up on the crypto market cap list. Man, if just 40% of them do that, then we have a really good shot of it being much easier. You know, just shake people, wake them up, stop looking over there, come over here. This is where the fun is. I want to be like, come over here, this area, please. This is where the fun is. Because honestly, it would help all of us, and then we could all win. Really, the industry as a whole has lost its way, and it's focusing on things that, end of the day, it really pulls us away from what cryptocurrency was created for and to fight against in the first place. And so at some point, this space is going to get a brutal wake-up call where it realizes that the capital in this space needs to be allocated differently. It can't be going the way it's going right now. Way too over-diversified, way too diluted. So hopefully, there's going to come a day where they're forced. Okay? One day, instead of chasing and pumping and dumping dog coins or celebrity coins, the people will realize the industry should be focusing on businesses and projects that create true value and true utility that actually advances us collectively as a society. It is going to come. This is crazy. 10.41, no, not even 1 million. Not even 1 million cryptos will exist. It's going to come, and it's going to hurt initially, but it is so needed. A washout is needed. And so if you stay involved and you stick with it, it's going to pay off so much in 10 to 20 years. Summary, okay? Really, really quick summary of everything I went through. And then I'm going to share with you how Trump and his pro-crypto government, cabinet, whatever, how that plays into this. Okay, so today, 10.41 million coins. Oh my God. They consist of mostly pure bullshit, mostly worthless narratives, mostly made up timelines of utility that will never come to fruition. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to do this. We're going to build this. We're going to stand for this. It's never going to happen. So things are a little different now that institutions and their ETFs are here. We can already see it. Everyone said, oh my God, ETFs, it's going to be the best thing for this space. Yeah, okay. ETFs came and went, and well, you can already see the market is losing traction and momentum, right? ETFs launched back here. Yes, we have moved higher, but not as volatile as everyone thought with the ETFs. Okay, so already losing interest, especially, we went through this. Interest clearly down. It's clearly down. Less volatility, less volume, and regulations are slowly coming into view. I don't think we can argue that at this point, but for regulations to come, they probably need a good reason to regulate it, and that is through that is through destroying this space first. So ideally, the destruction of this space comes from absolute stupidity and a major alt season, like parabolic mania. Think meme super cycle. I don't know what they're going to come out with. Last time we had DeFi, lending, yield farming, NFTs, metaverse. I don't know. What's it going to be this time? All we got so far is memes. potentially real world assets, I don't know, AI agents, I don't know, something, right? Something to get the people in. And alts, we're going to see alts at least catching up to their previous all-time highs, 2017 all-time highs or 2021 all-time highs. And then all the poor traders who got wrecked in 2021, they're finally going to be back in profit on their altcoins. So what does that mean? If you've been losing for the past 4 years and you're finally back in profit, now you're going to be buying more and more, and you're going to be contributing to the mass destruction exit liquidity. Okay, get people back in, get people excited again, get people buying, selling, trading, leveraging. Then, once this bubble is so damn big, regulators say, you know what, enough is enough. This market needs to mature. Let's put an end to this nonsense. So, let me write a note so you can get like an overview, sort of. Let's format this so everyone can see. Okay, I'm going to read this out. Great crypto reset, regulations come into play. Most coins die. Okay, goodbye, 10.41 million. Reset the playing field. Goodbye, dumb, useless cryptos. Dumb money gets washed out completely. So initially, this is the timeline. Okay, I've laid it out. BTC crashes. Alts go down with it. Prices across the board bottom out. So this is another chance for us to enter at lows while retail is nowhere to be found, because retail has either lost all their money or they are no longer interested. They are actually repelled from crypto now because crypto is no longer decentralized. Crypto, it now has government hands meddling. Okay, or maybe a bunch of traders get trapped short selling because, like I said, regulations are the end of crypto. They no longer believe in crypto, so they're gone. Prices bottom out. And then eventually crypto matures. Now this, between these first 3 points and crypto matures, is going to take quite a few years. But that is still the chronological order. So after prices bottom out, building, project building, utility building, releases, whatever, finally happens, crypto matures, and utility then runs the show. Finally, now it's cryptos that have value and add value to our world, things we can actually use every day. And then Bitcoin dominance dies off or fades away. I'm not saying Bitcoin will no longer exist or Bitcoin will no longer be a key player. No, I'm just saying dominance dies off. Because what are you going to use Bitcoin for, right? Other than digital gold. And as you can see, people don't use gold every day. Okay, so Bitcoin will move into that gold position. So dominance dies off, fades away. Utility coins then begin to thrive as investors begin pursuing coins with true value and not dumb FOMO or hype or celebrity endorsements. Okay, so Bitcoin fades away, utility coins rise, and unfortunately, then parabolic days are over and we get slow and steady growth. That's it. That is in a nutshell. So, I know that's a lot, but, keep in mind that as crypto gets more mass adopted and it becomes more mainstream and more corporations and institutions dip their toes in, you have to accept that regulation is inevitable. Does everyone agree? Let me know. Regulation, like at this point, regulations is inevitable. Yes? Agree? Disagree? If you asked me in 2016, 2017, I'd be like, no. Governments hate it. Banks hate it because it takes money away from the banks and it goes against governments. But today, I have matured. I see it for what it is. You know what? We need it. It's going to come. It is gonna come. Yeah, I really think it's inevitable. And this is not FUD, okay? People might be like, oh my God, you're just spreading fear. That's uncertainty and doubt. Why are you being such a bear? Like, no, I think you have to think big picture and stop being selfish. Regulation will happen and it is necessary if you want crypto to become as big as I do. But it's gonna take time, and there's a few steps in between now and crypto becoming a part of our everyday lives. So, major prediction, right? Major prediction for this is they are gonna run it up so damn high and then pull the rug right out from under us. Yep, phase of the cycle, Kim agrees. Flux, because the infrastructure will keep growing and being used. Yes. Yeah. Subchains are already not really decentralized. Right. The chains are becoming more... Yes, exactly. Yeah, and we need rules. Like, it's been fun, but we need rules. So, here's what I have to add about what happens in the next 4-year cycle and how Trump plays into this. So, with my reset and regulations, tinfoil hat, conspiracy theory, if you want to call it that, I think if it plays out like how I just shared, we might not get a new all-time high in the next 4-year cycle. Okay, so whether it peaks in 2025 or 2016, that next following 4 years, we might not get a new all-time high. So whatever all-time high happens in this cycle, that's going to be it for the next 8 years, or at least for the next 4 or 5 years. Have you guys and gals heard of left translated and right translated cycle? Let me write it here. Left translated versus right translated cycle. Have you heard of this at all? Flux says no. Janet says no. Okay, it's too much to go into today. I will share it next week. Okay, Kim says no. Okay, I'll share like a little tidbit on it. Rebecca, no. Okay, so mainly no. Does anyone know it? Type yes or a Y if you do. Just want to see how many people have heard of this or know of it. Alice, no. Valerie, no. Flux, no idea. Okay. All right. We will follow up next week with left translated and right translated. So all I have to say here is the next 4-year cycle, it might be a left translated cycle where we don't get a new all-time high. That's going to make sense next week when I clear it up. Okay, so Trump wants to make US into world crypto capital. All right. So if Trump does what he promises with crypto then becomes more serious, right? If crypto becomes more serious and US becomes the world's crypto capital, cryptocurrencies must then be based on real world value. Not bullshit, not memes, not profile pictures, not celebrity coins. But what that means in the meantime, before that happens, is that altcoins and all that junk could potentially go higher. They could go significantly higher. And so with all the doom and gloom I shared with you today, we still have a major opportunity right in front of us for the taking. We're just waiting for it. Waiting for it patiently/impatiently for it to happen. So what that means is when we got the opportunity, we want to capitalize on that craziness while the going is good, while it's still within our grasp. Because like I said, eventually parabolic days are going to be over. Once regulations come in, and now that Trump is in and he wants the cryptocurrency stockpile and all that, parabolic days are soon going to be over. This is really our last shot. Parabolic days will be over. We're going to see slow and steady growth in the market once regulations come in. So I do think this will mirror the dot-com boom and bust. So there's still more boom. There's still more boom to go. Let's capitalize on that. And then when the bust comes, we are not going to be scared. we are going to buy at the bottoms, okay? Because we're going to have faith because we prepared on this call. So essentially, we're going to see a reset, right? Where Bitcoin and cryptos with actual utility and real world use case and real world value, they're going to come down to ground level prices. And then all the altcoins that have no value are going to vanish. So everything, if you're junk, you're going to disappear. And if you're good, you won't disappear, but your prices will bottom because the space is going to be shaken up entirely. So the key right now, let's make as much money as possible. Okay. And then we exit and we wait for everything to flush out. And then we make a new assessment closer to that time. So if regulations come into play, we see more development, like projects actually being developed and not just being speculated and traded. Like I want to see crypto projects and companies and businesses actually releasing stuff that we can use. Okay, so then we see more development and utility, and then slowly everything gets integrated into society with legit mainstream adoption and acceptance. And then that's when we're going to focus our money and attention onto utility. So that hot word, utility, my God. Everyone was chasing utility in 2017. Utility, utility, utility. None of that has mattered. My opening statement for this entire feature topic was utility does not matter in a market that's driven entirely on speculation. All of this right now in crypto is speculation. It's a game. It's a massive bubble that continues growing, and all bubbles burst. So that's it. That's when we're going to focus our money and attention onto utility once development comes out. Right now, we're still speculating. Right now, we're still playing in the bubble, and we're taking advantage of it. Sad thing is, ironically, all the people who have been waiting for a utility run since 2017, and they've been holding on to these super old coins like EOS, EOS, ADA, oh my God, super old ones for the utility. All those guys holding are probably gonna get shaken out at the reset. Once the regulations come, they're probably gonna sell. They're gonna get shaken out at the crash to the bottom. And then, ironically, right after that is when the real utility run will begin. So all those people will have held on for 7 to 8 years for nothing. They would probably have sold at a loss. And if they just waited an extra few years, they would have seen all their OG investments pay off. If, of course, they had actually invested in sound projects that are actually building behind the scenes right now. And yeah, that is it. That is all my thoughts. It's a lot, but I think that's how Trump and the US being a world crypto capital plays into this. If anything, it actually pushes us more towards regulations. Before Trump and his pro-crypto cabinet, it was still, it was still pretty probable, but I think Trump being in office sped it up.